This is Two Dimensional Champions Minisode number 4, and today we're going to be talking about the Bureau of Proto Society. That's off of the Animator Expo website, and that's short number
hmm
29. It came out a couple weeks ago, but just pretend like this came out a couple weeks ago, even though it didn't.
Right.
Yeah, so the credit for this is by Trigger. That's the first name that comes up that did Kill la Kill and stuff like that. Staff is totally different though. What'd you think?
I thought it was really funny. I actually really like this one a lot because I just felt like it was making fun of so many things so quickly that that it was just really funny to me. Like, so at least this was my impression. So it sort of seemed like a Knights of Sidonia esque world. Everyone's walking around, has all like the same color clothes and stuff like that. And then like there's a room of just like the the directors or boss people who in my mind are just keeping everything secret. And my interpretation was that they were just coming up with um, like reasons why I guess the world is inhabitable, or like almost like fear tactics or fear strategies, right? So like I mean, is this sort of the same impression that you had? It was kind of weird. I don't know if I'm
I actually got the impression that at some point humanity or this portion of humanity went underground, and it had been so long that they can't remember why they left like the surface of the Earth. So they're trying to figure out why, but they don't. They're actually just relying on movies, and it's been so long that they don't remember what movies are.
right. Or, like there's a difference between because it all seemed like what they were talking about were different like movie like trope things or whatever.
Yeah, because they're trying to figure out why the world ended. Like what? Yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
I totally.
Uh,
I even when I just saw it again, and I totally thought that it was like this is the information we should feed the masses. Like
oh,
like
hmm,
the way that I saw it was like making fun of like the Fox News or the CBS or whatever, well, like trying to do like fear mongering essentially.
oh, that's interesting. I had a totally different read on it,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
that's cool
so
though.
like when they're talking about like war, it was like this is what we should tell them. We should tell them that um, that 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 there's this huge crazy technology that's like going around killing everyone. The other guy's like, no, we should tell them about the fucking aliens. And then like the other guy's like, no, tell them about the pandemic. The zombie pandemic or whatever, and then and then at the end there's the freedom whatever the freedom fighters. God, it was. I mean, like there's a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of like I'm gonna go into depth with like a lot of different things that I thought were funny, but I want to sort of get my overall strokes, I guess, rather. Um,
yeah. I mean, I thought they were trying to figure out what happened, and it was funny that the I saw it as like the history that they decided on was that the zombie virus was released by the aliens who were cornered after we beat
with the
them.
or what like yeah, so and the way like when the scene when they just added everything together.
Yeah, they just put everything
Yeah, and like
together.
my interpretation of that was the like, all right, well, let's do it all, boys. Like,
Yeah. And I thought that was great because the other movies, like the sci-fi, the action, and alien movies, usually end with a, more or less definite ending, whereas the zombie movies are all very, like they said,
right.
vague. It's always like, did they survive? Did
Exactly.
they
Yeah, and they had
rescue? Like, what,
like the image on the boat, and then the girl
what
was like a
happened?
zombie, and it's like, who knows?
Yeah, it reminded me of the what was it, the Dawn of the Dead remake, where they finally
I
get
mean,
to the
they even
island and
they were talking about the zombies. They'll first start slow, and then they'll like become faster, more aggressive. And it was like Dawn of the Dead, and then it was like what was it, like 28 Days Later or something like that, which was with the
yeah,
running
yeah.
zombies and
And then they a little bit of look like Left for Dead or something with the spitting
right,
acid zombie,
exactly.
and the jumper one. It was, yeah, it was really funny because they were mixing a little bit of video game
The
stuff. Like they
achievement
had that video,
for war,
yeah,
yeah. There's
PlayStation achievement.
like it showed like it looked like for me I saw like a Spartan-esque world and like a Mad Max-esque world, and then like there's a big nuke went off and it showed like the achievement unlocked in the upper right hand corner.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a definitely 300, definitely Mad Max. I also the 1990X with the last number censored, that's
Oh
from
really?
Fist of the North Star. Yeah, because they started by saying, you know, at some point in the 20th century everything ended, but they don't give you a date. It's just 1990X. And I thought it was funny how the guy was like, it's censored?
I didn't
It's
pick
like,
up on that, but yeah. Or like when they're talking about and then
yeah,
they
that was
discovered
really
the
cool.
blueprint and it had like the guy with like a little anime face or whatever after like crazy
That was hilarious with
algorithms.
the note of, yeah, with the note of this will be appearing from season two onwards.
Right.
And the name of the robot I think was like Super Michael Camera Boy or something, which made me think it was like a combination of Michael Bay and James
Oh
Camera.
wow, I didn't even think about
Uh,
that. But yeah, I feel like there was
I think. I mean,
I feel
I
like
don't
there
know if
was
that's what it was.
tons of Easter like just an insane amount of Easter eggs in this one.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah. Because I caught stuff from District Nine, Independence Day. I just have it all noted here: Mars Attacks, Alien, and funny enough, there's a scene with a doctor whose patient kind of like
yeah,
goes
yeah,
all Hulk
yeah.
or something like that. So did you notice the doctor? It looks like Walter White from
I
Breaking
know I
Bad.
didn't notice that.
He's in his gear, or at least that's what
That's
it
so
looked like to
funny.
me.
Or like with the
Yeah, so
aliens,
there's all
every
sorts
single
of
one of
Easter.
the aliens were killed by someone hacking into something. Like they're just like typing in the computer,
Yeah, they
press enter, then all the machines shut down. Press enter, and then all the heads blow up. Like press enter, and then
yeah, and I thought it was hilarious. Well, they were saying that no matter how badly it seems like the Earth has been destroyed, they always find some way, some really weird way of like destroying all the aliens instantly.
exactly.
And I thought about it, I was like, wow, that really is every single, you know,
Yeah,
alien attack movie. It's like, oh, we figured out, like, you know, in
yeah.
Independence Day, that's the classic one. It's like, oh, they don't have a firewall.
Just shut them all
we'll
down.
just, we'll just, yeah, we'll use 20th century technology to shut down their intergalactic
Yeah,
spaceship.
like you do.
Yeah, but you know, in the movie, you're like, fuck yeah,
And
of
then
course.
and then just the zombies, and then yeah, every time before,
Yeah,
like it's I mean I think the zombie one was with the doctor and then the guy hulked out or something like that, right? That was like at the very beginning
yeah,
of it.
that could have been it.
And then and
Yeah,
I was like one of these things is not like the other. I don't know what that was in relation. I mean it looked like the fucking Hulk. Like it looked like a almost like a Hulk. Yeah.
yeah, it didn't look like a zombie thing, and it was funny how they were watching it and they all looked like really
Right.
scared. They were like, "Oh God, that's horrible." Yeah, and then of course the ending is superb. The ending is just
And then
fabulous,
yeah,
just
because
so
when it
good.
was like, we've seen the outside. It's like I couldn't have done it without your support, my dear. And she's like, oh, and like I have like a strap on my dress is low, and like you're like revealing cleavage as I yeah exactly,
Yeah, we'll
and
die together. You know,
quick show them the footage.
it's a it's a moe
Right,
super cutesy
exactly.
anime show.
It looked like the opening to like a super cutesy. And it's like, oh look, I'm like, oh look, this little anime girl, and like, and then it shows like the
Yeah,
title of the anime or whatever. Right.
like endless summer something. Yeah, and the one guy in the meeting just looks at everybody. He's like, "What is this?" It just
Exactly.
fucked up our whole plan. You know, it's like all of the history that we thought we got straight. Where do we put this? And I think it brings up a really funny, fun, you know, sci-fi idea, which is, you know, we have all these movies and stuff, and it would be really interesting if some. What would a future civilization think of that if they didn't know
Right.
our history beforehand? You know, it's like just hours and hours and hours and hours of games and movies and TV shows, and that looks super real.
Yeah.
So I look forward to the day, or I guess I don't look forward to it. I think it would be scary if someone watched Mad Max and was like, "This is like things are so bad back then."
Right, exactly. Or like
They all
Twisted
had really
My
spiky
Star when
cars.
everyone's heads are exploding or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, that was really funny. So I love this short. I thought it was really, really, and the animation
Right.
was awesome, just all the way
Yeah,
through.
it
So
was
cool.
really funny. Like yeah, it was just good humor. And I think it's like we watched that one that seemed like it had a lot of humor that really applied to like the Japanese culture. Like this one is just like, well, I mean, I would almost
Yeah,
say it applies almost worldwide, but mostly actually for like the U.S. culture, I would assume.
yeah, but I'd actually argue that it is worldwide because Hollywood
I
is
guess
so
that's true.
huge everywhere. You know, I mean, everybody gets our shows
Right.
somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's like so especially the movies and stuff like the new Hollywood movies are usually make more money in
Yeah.
China than they do
You're
anywhere
right, you're right,
else.
you're right. Like
So,
fucking Jurassic Park. Or World or whatever that.
but yeah, Jurassic World I
Yeah.
think is the title.
I'm
Jurassic
sorry.
Park was the
Alright.
first movie.
Nerd.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Good thing you asked me
we should
that.
do a
Those titles.
podcast about that.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would listen to
And that's an instance
it.
where people don't know, but like we did do a podcast on Jurassic World and it's gotten like no hits. I thought the movie was terrible, so I think it's,
Yeah.
justice served. But
Yeah, I mean, I was actually
oh
surprised
yeah,
from how
apparently it's like, oh
popular
my
or how much
god.
money the movie made. I mean, it has the biggest opening, or it's like the highest
Yeah,
grossing
which
movie of
means
all
that
time,
our
or something like that.
civilization is gonna end up just like it did in the Bureau of Proto Society. So like yeah, we figured it out. This all comes full circle.
And actually, yeah, and actually, one of the shorts in one of the movies they were watching did have dinosaurs. I think it was in the Alien segment or something.
Probably. I don't
Uh,
know.
there was a T Rex, yeah. So the planning, script writing, and the director was Yasuhiro Yoshiura, who has done a lot. He also did a previous animated expo short. He did Power Plant number 33, which was I think part of the first
Hmm.
season and the 11th episode. So we're not going to cover that, but yeah, he's directed and written various other animations such as Pale Cocoon, Time of Eve, which I actually haven't seen, but I know people really enjoyed. And I think most recently Patema Inverted, which is a movie, which looked really cool. Also haven't seen that. So he's done some cool stuff. Seems like a smart dude. And then the character design and animation director was Atsushi Ikaria. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. And he's done a lot. He was an animation director on Akame ga Kill. He did key animation on Codebreaker. He was an animation director, did character design for Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and Fate Zero. Uh, I mean, he's done a lot. So yeah, so it's really cool just seeing the amount of talent that the shorts are able to get, and to see what they do with that. It's been really cool to see what each team does in just 7 or 8 minutes. So, and I think this is one of the must see ones for sure. I also feel like this is a short you could show almost
Yeah.
anybody and they would get it.
I don't know if my mom would get it, but
I
she
think it's
like just doesn't media. But yeah, if
yeah,
you know anyone who
yeah,
media is, like who has a clue as to, or she
yeah,
like sees something like, oh, I think like, oh, that's too scary or whatever, But my mom's a sweetheart
yeah.
for
I
what
mean,
it's
I think
worth.
this. Yeah, and I think this is perfect for somebody who even doesn't have a wide knowledge
That's
of
true.
anime.
I but I would say it's
Uh,
probably like between I don't know 18 and 35, 40, like late 30s, just like I would probably say that that's the range.
yeah, there's
Right.
a lot
And
of
so
movie
like if you're too
references.
young,
So,
then you won't I think you won't give them references, and I think if you're too old, you probably won't give the references. But
yeah, yeah. So cool. Yeah. So that was great. That was really. It was nice to have one that was very clear.
yeah.
So that was fun. And next time we'll be doing number 30, which is the Ultraman. So tune in next time for the next
I'll be
minisode, and we'll
back.
be talking about that.
Catch you later.